Live, this is News 12. News first at 5 on your side.
Tonight, passing on the fundamentals of cybersecurity to the next generation.
They really like the success of being able to accomplish hacking in a safe environment or cracking a password.
Good afternoon, I'm Richard Rogers.
And I'm Kelly Wiley, and we'll tell you about a program that's teaching some of Augusta's youngest minds the basics of cybersecurity. But first, it's been a wet start to your holiday weekend. The rain started falling early this afternoon.
So Kevin, we're watching the radar behind you. What can we expect in the next few minutes?
Well, anyone out at Fort Gordon's going to get wet imminently. We've got some showers and storms moving into that area of Richmond County, right on the Richmond-Columbia County line. Take a look at that line of storms rolling in from McCormick all the way south to Swainsboro. It's moving east at about 30 miles an hour. We'll take a closer look at our neighbors to the west because, once again, if you are in Fort Gordon right now, you are imminently going to be getting some rain and even a little bit of thunder and lightning out there, too. So you should be inside. Find a safe shelter if you're outside right now preparing for that celebration out there into just south of Grovetown there. You see the activity going on, the heavier rain indicated by the dark red shading. Now there is a little bit of lightning with this shower as it moves eastward. The heaviest rain right now is near Harlem southward. This rain is moving to the east at about 30 miles an hour. Fort Gordon right on the edge of the light rain right now, but this heavy band of rain will be moving through within the next 5 to 10 minutes. So yes, we do have the rain showers out there, some heavy downpours, a little bit of thunder and lightning. Temperatures have been hot today, though. Most areas got to the 90s. Right now, temps are all over the place because we've got showers in the area. Right now at Bushfield, it's 91 degrees. The heat index has been close to 100 for much of the day. And right now in Augusta, it feels like 99, 101 for a heat index currently in Sylvania. This is just the beginning of what's going to be a hot and sticky and at times stormy holiday weekend. Take your hour-by-hour forecast, for instance. An isolated storm still could be lingering around the area by 8 p.m., but I think we have good news for the fireworks out at Fort Gordon. 10 p.m. to midnight, the chances for showers will lessen, so I think the fireworks are going to be okay as temperatures fall to the 70s once these showers roll through imminently. They're moving in from the west, 40-mile-an-hour gusts, a little bit of lightning, heavy downpours. Be careful out there. We'll give you details on that full 4-day holiday weekend coming up.
So not the best news right now.
Not at all. The rainy weather has an early 4th of July celebration up in the air this evening.
Our Tiziana Onstead is joining us live from Barton Field. Tiziana, I hope you have an umbrella to go with that jacket because you just heard Kevin just now. Rain is on the way.
Yes, it is on the way. Actually just started sprinkling a little bit over here. It's about to get harder. That's why we moved under this tent right now. But this celebration is going to continue until we hear further notice. I mean, right now, a little rain won't hurt anybody, but if severe weather does move in on top of us, that's when we'll get a notice if this event is delayed or canceled. Right now, the real big thing that we're looking for is lightning, and we'll get a notification from the garrison commander who will let us know. But right now, it's looking good. It's definitely cloudy, definitely dark over here, but we're not wet yet, so we're good. But there's a lot of vendors set up. They just opened the gate. People are starting to file in, and I don't know if you can hear it, but it is definitely starting to pour right now. So as soon as we get more information about this event and whether it's canceled or not, we'll let you know. So stay updated with our app and online and on our live stream to know more about it. But it's raining. Hopefully there's no lightning coming with that.
Oh, Tiz, stay dry. Thank you. Well,
I'm glad there was a tent nearby, right?
I know, I mean, he said imminently, but I mean, that was minutes.
Kevin was right on top of that forecast. There are several other events going on this weekend all across the river region, including fireworks on both Augusta and in Columbia County. That's on the 4th. And if you're looking for an indoor activity in this unstable weather to spend some time with your family inside, we have a list of events there on our website as well.
New this afternoon, the reward for information leading to the remains of missing girl Latanya Janelle Carwell reaches $2,500 thanks to an anonymous business owner. This is the first missing poster where investigators have said Janelle Carwell was, quote, forcibly taken from her home by her stepfather Leon Tripp against her will early on the morning of April 17th.
And we do have this breaking news today, first at 5. 2 people dead, including the gunman, after shots ring out inside a New York City hospital. We're waiting for a news conference there for the very latest, but police tell us the shooting started just before 3 o'clock at the Bronx Lebanon Hospital. The NYPD says the shooter has been identified as a former doctor at that hospital. Investigators say the gunman killed at least one person before turning the gun on himself. He's also dead. We also know between 4 and 6 people were shot and injured. Right now, police are not saying yet what motivated this doctor to go into his hospital and start shooting. We'll have more as we learn more information out of the Bronx in New York. Again, those are live pictures. Deputies from the Richmond County Sheriff's Office gathering along with friends and family to say farewell to a deputy who lost his life this month.
Deputy Gregory Cook was off duty when he was shot and killed in what investigators are calling a domestic situation more than 2 weeks ago.
Brittany McCoy was there as Deputy Cook was laid to rest.
It was a very emotional day for the Cook family and the Richmond County Sheriff's Office. Cook started his law enforcement career as a jailer at the Augusta State Medical Prison. He worked his way up to the Sheriff's Office. People around the community say he always had an encouraging word for young people. We saw dozens of Richmond County deputies in uniform who came to the service. Sheriff Richard Roundtree was there as well. He says the department stands in solidarity with the Cook family during this tough time.
We're here to pay our respects to one of our employees. You know, he is a family, a law enforcement family. We have other agencies just to come out and just show their support.
He says the Cook family is taking things one step at a time as they mourn the loss. Deputy Cook was buried at the Bellevue Memorial Gardens. Right now, 6 people are in custody in this case. 2 teens are facing murder charges. Coming up at 6 o'clock, hear more from the sheriff on what it's like losing a deputy.
Thanks, Brittany. One organization that helps families of law enforcement officers who lose their lives is the Police Benevolent Foundation. If you're interested in learning more about their work or in making a donation, we put a link up on our website under the Find It button.
As the cybersecurity field continues growing in Augusta, so does the need for new workers. Alexa Lytle is on your side with a look at one program that teaches some of the younger minds in our community these fundamental skills. Alexa?
Yes, Gen Cyber Camp at Augusta University for rising junior and senior high school students gives them the chance to test their cyber knowledge and see if it's something they want to pursue.
And with this, we should be able to reach 88 miles an hour.
Augusta University's Gen Cyber Camp has students getting started early in the cybersecurity field.
We're trying to give them a basic understanding of the cyber skills.
Another thing we teach is the first principles of Gen Cyber. Things that you would do when you were keeping our infrastructure safe or our information security safe, your personal information, our healthcare information, layering, abstraction, domain separation, those kind of things.
After only a week, many of the campers have already decided what path they'll take.
I'd like to make sure, just kind of keep cyber terrorists from doing bad things to innocent people online and, you know, just prevent cybercrime from becoming more of a problem.
After this, I realized I wanted maybe minor in computer science and major in cybersecurity.
And when camp ends for the summer, students can still learn about cyber. There are 6 schools in the area offering cybersecurity as a career pathway.
The sequence is Intro to Digital Technology. The second course is Intro to Cybersecurity. We also have Advanced Cybersecurity for the 3rd year.
And if students complete all 3 courses, they can be certified for an entry-level job in cybersecurity. And if high school students complete all the high school courses, they can also take cyber courses at Augusta University for college credit.
That's a good deal. Those are some super smart students there. Alexa, does the camp cost them any money?
Actually, none at all. It's completely free, and the students couldn't tell me enough about the free meals they got, all the free little souvenirs they got, and it's also great for parents to be able to send their kids to an educational and free place to get some more learning.
Yeah, careers being developed this summer. Thanks a lot, Alexa, for the live update from our newsroom.
Doctors Hospital broke ground on a $19.8 million expansion of its emergency room. The hospital says it will bring a bigger, more efficient department with more treatment rooms, dedicated X-ray and CT scan equipment, and more pediatric rooms. Construction is expected to last 14 months.
More than 133 billion pounds of food goes to landfills every year in the U.S., but now craft breweries are making use of leftover bread to make beer. It's a brewing concept called Toast with a goal of cutting down on food waste and serving it up an easy-to-drink beer. But breweries are also taking their used grains and turning that back into bread.
People request it on a pretty frequent basis. They love the idea of using a product that would normally just go to waste.
And in case you're wondering, the grains add texture to the bread, not a beer flavor. Here locally, our breweries are eco-friendly as well. Both Savannah River Brewing Company and Riverwatch Brewery say they ship most of their spent grain to local farmers for livestock feed. Riverwatch Brewery also sends a portion of its grain to a local restaurant, The Hive, for them to make bread, and they use some of it to bake dog biscuits, which are sold back there at the brewery, and the proceeds go to support local animal rescue efforts.
That's awesome. I'm super impressed.
Not wasting anything there.
Nothing. And I'm curious how it tastes. I've heard of a beer that's made out of grits as well. So people very creative with their beer.
A lot of variety these days, right?
North Korea's nuclear weapons and trade agreements. Those were the topics that dominated talks with the South Korean president who visited President Trump and the White House today.
Well, they're battening down the hatches right now at Fort Gordon for good reason. This shower and storm is moving in. There are a couple of lightning bolts showing up on Doppler Max radar, so they're taking the necessary precautions out there. We'll talk more about this line of storms and what's next for the rest of tonight and the fireworks coming up in a few minutes.